Namaskar, friends. See, choose your diet wisely. What is the way? How do we choose our diet wisely? So there's a right way of making an inquiry. What is that? See, if you see in the YouTube, lots of knowledge is available about what type of food we should take. Somebody says plant-based whole food. That means only vegetarian. Somebody says keto, non-vegetarian, dash diet, VRK diet, Panchana diet. So many diets are available. So which one you have to choose? Second is people tell you about you must take minimum 2,300 calories for gents and males, females is 2,000. And when you want to reduce your weight, you take a restriction in the calories. That's a lot of, again, YouTube videos are there. Nutrition. Everybody knows fruits and nuts are having a lot of nutrition. Processed foods and junk foods don't have nutrition. Then a lot of advice is there about eating small meals. They say it is better not to raise the sugar levels at one time with a big meal. So in a day, you take your meal, small meals, 5 to 6 times in a day. And somebody says you must don't skip breakfast. Breakfast is the main meal of the day. If you skip any meals, especially breakfast, is going to be health problems. And somebody says you must have your food before sunset. After the dark, you should not eat food. And somebody says more water is damages the kidney. Says you should not drink more water. A lot of people advocate a lot of water. You should drink adequate water. You should drink only water when you are thirsty. And lots of people say, no, no, don't unnecessarily go for blood test and all that. It's all humbug. You must not get any blood test done because you will unnecessarily get trouble and test. See, friends, understand there are many more are there. Somebody says you must take dairy, somebody says don't take dairy. So there's a contradictory views. And incidentally, there are some expert doctors who are advocating one particular type of diet and they see excellent results. They show excellent results. Similarly, another guy who does opposite also shows impressive results. How is it possible? If you go and in one direction, you will reach the same spot. If you go opposite direction, also reach the same spot. Seems to be illogical. But it is a fact. There are proofs that these individual diets, like if you see VRK diet, he advocates only lot of fat, and whereas the Mantra diet, he says don't take oil and salt. And incidentally, both of them have got amazing results. So what suits you is important, friends. As I said to you, body heals itself, friends. See, body has the capability to heal. Look at if car there is a accident happens to a car, if there is any breakage, it has to be able to replace with a new part. But whereas human body can heal from itself. When it can heal itself, body heals itself, provided one creates the right conditions. Suppose you have your bone is broken. See what doctor is doing? He's just trying to align the bones, and put a POP thing or put a plate and screws. The entire healing part is taking internally from your body. You are giving rest. Friends, remember every human being is unique and are differing in various aspects. Like what their age is different, and then their male female, and then their genes, their health status, BMI. So many differences are there. So what happens? What suits one person will not suit the other person. Now, what is the right way of inquiry, friends? See, Gautama Buddha says, what is the way? Just because you heard it, don't follow it. Don't, somebody has spoken it, don't, accept it. He says it is written in our religious books or some sort of Ayurveda book, don't believe it. Somebody is saying with authority, maybe a saint or a great teacher or a professor is telling you, elders are telling you, don't bother. Or it say it is coming in our traditions, it is in our generations. They say always, look at in olden days, people were healthy and happy. How do we know? So, what is the best way to do? You observe, you analyze, and if anything agrees with reason and is conducive to the good and benefit of all, and then only accept and live. If it has to be translated into our own health journey, what do you know? What do you want to do? You just start adopting it. I just like to give an example, friend. Suppose your spouse tells you there are two buckets in the bathroom. In one bucket is hot water, another bucket is cold water. Be careful. Now you go there. What is the way to do? Suppose there is a sticker saying hot water and cold water. Just because it is sticker, don't put your tumbler and take the water and pour it on you. You must check it yourself. Maybe there is a wrong sticker, right? So you what you do? You just flyingly touch and see whether it is hot or cold, and accordingly you take a decision. Similarly, Friends, you adopt one change and see. Now, what this wellness secrets life without medicine? What are we talking about? Lifestyle modifications. We are telling you remain ideal weight as per height, and ideal waist size also you should maintain. Direction is more important than speed. Many are going fast but in the wrong direction. Yes, friends, I can tell you majority of the population we are on the wrong direction. That's why most of us are having insulin resistance, poor gut health, D and B12 vitamin deficiency. That's how we are at various degrees of health problems. What needs to be done? Number one, there are 7 steps. Number one, 3 to 4 liters water consumption is a must every day. Now, people may ask you why 3 4 liters? Because we lose 1.5 to 2 liters water every day without doing work or not doing work. Again, depends on your workload and all. 3 to 4 liters in ideal hydration to your body. Two bowel movements is a must in the morning, preferably. 2 times you must evacuate your bowels. 45 minutes of brisk walk is a compulsory, friends. People try to tell you weekly 3 days, you do 25 minutes, 4 days, all that you keep it aside. As long as you're eating every day, you must walk every day. 7 hours night sleep is a must between 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Mind management, you must learn how to handle the world so that you don't get stressed. Avoid stimulants and processed foods. Biggest mistake all of us are doing is multiple times eating. What is that? The breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, coffee, tea in between. And we are ending up eating 5 to 6 times every day for years. That is going to cause you in a long run in 5 10 years gut health, poor gut health, and insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is the main cause for all the lifestyle disorders like obesity, pre-diabetes, diabetes, blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, and all. So what to do, friends? Eat only twice in a day when hungry and maintain the same timings. And preferably try and maintain 14 to 16 hours overnight fasting. And all these 7 steps will ensure your good gut health, insulin sensitivity. Check your D vitamin and B12 levels and increase it by way of vitamins with the talk to the doctors. Friends, what is the daily checklist? Suppose before sleeping every day, you check, take a sticker, put it in your bedroom or on your fridge or anywhere. Just see whether you have done all the 7. If you have not done on that day, just don't worry. Next day, make it a point to complete it. Suppose that day you are not done for walking, make sure you did it. Some day you are eaten 3 4 times. So see next day you are conscious. Suppose you did not drink 3 to 4 liters water. I always tell you people to keep the water in a bottle so that you can keep a track of water. In case you missed anything, ensure to comply without fail next day onwards. This is the only way, friends. Otherwise, you forget one day, 2 days, then afterwards it's out of sight, out of mind. So keep the sticker in your house. Friends, these are the 6 key blood tests, absolutely important, and their ideal range. Fasting insulin. This test is not being recommended, not being done, and the range given is too large. The range is around 3 to 25, but the fasting insulin range should be 3 to 5. Fasting sugar below 99 milligram per deciliter. A1C 5.6%. Many people I've seen, friends, when they're going to the parking park and walk, there are people nowadays to check the BP and fasting sugar, 30 rupees. They charge 30 rupees, they check. And they tell, okay, you have 110 fasting sugar, nothing to worry. Friends, above 100 means what? You have already neglected for many, many years. So don't go by that. Fasting sugar, that means only previous night, if you didn't eat well, you did not eat properly, or you ate less, and then sugar may be less. For your information, HbA1c and fasting sugar will remain in this particular level below 99 and 5.6% for years. Let me repeat the word. Don't go by the fasting sugar and HbA1c to know whether you are diabetic or not, to know you are insulin resistant or not. So it's important to check fasting insulin and don't go by this. Then lipid profile, triglyceride should be below 100, HDL should be above 60. D vitamin and B12 are absolutely essential. Friends. Most of the people have low D vitamin nowadays. So the range given is 30 to 100, ideal, but try and maintain above 50. But let me tell you, friends, majority of people are below 20. B12 also is very important vitamin. It should be above 500. I'm sure these are the few people who have benefited, friends. My name is Gangeshwar Rao. I'm not a doctor. Check your parameters and these 10 health, 10 health parameters. If you're interested, you can join my WhatsApp group 9840852996. This is my US number. And I'm sure you will make benefit of this particular talk and share to your friends. Knowledge and discipline are the gateways to your health, friends. You must invest time. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel and share to your friends. Thank you very much for listening.